Boom. Right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of IamDJKast. We're just going to do these podcasts once a week, every Friday. We're going to see how it goes. Don't expect any success for it. We're going to have topics to talk about. Lasts about an hour, 2 hours. And yeah, we're just going to have fun with it and get right into it. And we're going to do it uncut, so hopefully there won't be any hiccups. Say hi, everyone. Hello.
Hi, everyone.
How are we all doing?
We're
Good.
doing pretty good.
Fantastic.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Oh, that's nice.
It's
Very,
very
very
nice.
So, I want to start a little conversation. I want to start a conversation about Pokemon Day. What was it? A day before Pokemon Day? When we all got the big news of Pokemon remakes, Diamond and Pearl, and the surprise game Pokemon Legends. Expectations, people? What we wanting to see?
I have no idea.
No, I think
I really want
The,
100k odds. I think that'd be the best part about the whole entire thing. Bring back some nostalgia shiny hunting.
What if...
I want the
really want them to do like the same thing they did for Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby. They turned Emerald into an after story episode. I want to see that with Giratina and Platinum and all that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd
so like a
also
little
like to see
extra. Go on.
I'd also like to see primal or mega evolutions for the box art legendaries. Like,
Ooh, I don't know
cool.
about that. I feel like since
Yeah.
they keep saying
Mm.
they keep bringing the word faithful into everything, so I don't know if it'll
but
change
Primal,
or add new things.
Primal Gear, the Primal Dialga was actually in some Pokemon
yeah,
Mystery Dungeon
it
game.
was in a it was in a mystery dungeon game, but it was not really so much like a primal revision to its old state as it was like primal rage mode, and it didn't
Yeah.
really come with like a big visible transformation. It just got darker, I think.
Yeah.
I
I
think
just
they
want
could
to
do
see
something like
Cyrus
that.
get dragged in HD.
Because you got to think what they've also done in the past with remakes, so they might have that same pattern, but at the same time, since it's different people making it, they might not have that same pattern. It could completely change things up.
I really think that
Yeah.
there are going to be
fine
mega
with that.
evolutions in the in the Diamond Pearl Platinum remakes because it's the what do you call it? The standard. If you believe like the Pokemon split universe theory, then like the core line games that we got initially were like the main universe. But then all these remakes that came out, like especially after Gen 7, we started getting mega evolutions in the older Gen remakes. Even in Let's Go, we was the first time we got a Kanto game with megas. So like those remade games are theorized to exist in the parallel world where the weapon was fired and mega stones exist. So that's why I think that the megas will be
Yeah,
carried
it's
over.
definitely very possible.
I like that, yeah.
What if there was no gimmick, though? What if there was, like, psych...
That would be disappointing.
Well, like just the
Yeah.
same
So
old
it's just-
game, just in HD
Yeah.
graphics.
Yeah.
That would be quite disappointing.
That's
They would-
Have something.
yeah, something. It can be simple as
What would you... what if there was to put... What would piss you off that they could put in the game? What would you not be happy with?
He
Dynamax.
moves.
I would hate
Mm.
I
Dynamax.
think
That as well. If you can't have the starters and legendaries,
Game
over.
shiny locked legendaries and stuff.
Funny lock, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shiny
that's
lock
it.
starters be a pain in the ass.
I think they're going to lock the legendaries. They always do, don't they? And then they do their gimmicky
Well,
events.
they-
Okay,
I think
to
so.
GameStop. That's a great
the only
idea. Fuck
thing
no.
The only thing with that is that was Game Freak doing that. And since we have Ilka, you know, the creators of Home, they could have their own twist on it and put whatever they want into the game.
That's
They
a
can
good
change
point.
it up however they want or need.
Yeah.
So that's why I have hope of there being, you know, we can hunt the starters and legends. I think there is a good chance we can. Because everyone wants to do that. You know that. Like everyone's like shiny hunting at the post game.
Yeah, 90% of
might
the
as well.
people are the shiny hunters, aren't they? So give us
That
what
is
we
Pokemon's
want.
players. Yeah.
What about, just sprung to mind, I want, see, I want to add in an extra, say like national dex of some sorts.
It only work Gen 1 through 4. It would just be weird if they added anything
Yeah.
higher than that.
Yeah.
I think in Platinums and they had a huge post game where you can find lots of different Pokemon doing
Mm.
different weathers and so on.
Platinum has a huge post game thing.
Yeah.
So it's so much longer.
I was noticing as well, I was watching a few videos on it. In Platinum, at the start of the game, there's like a girl in one of the start of the towns. I've never played Gen 4, so I don't know this. But it was only in Platinum where that girl was there. And in the trailer that we got on Pokemon Day, it had that same girl in the same spot. So I wonder if they're gonna base it around how Platinum was, but just Diamond and Pearl still.
Yeah,
I'm,
it'd be
I'm,
like
making
a
all,
plat.
I'm making all of my
That'd be pretty
theories
cool.
totally blind because I haven't seen any trailers or anything.
You
You
didn't watch
tell it.
the.
Yeah,
Did you
you
watch
did.
the first thing?
Did you watch it on
I haven't seen anything.
Friday, the day before Pokemon Day? Did you not watch it?
Nope.
What? So he's got. Are
Which
you
one?
planning on
Yes,
going in blind?
See, that's the thing that I want to do with Legends Arceus. I don't want any trailers. I
Is
don't
this
want
on
any trailers
purpose,
for it.
Alpha, as well?
No, it's just neglect.
Just neglect.
At least
Right.
he's honest.
It's
What
been
about
too
then?
lazy to go
All
do
of
it.
us,
Yeah.
all of us are shiny hunters, right? We all do our fair bit of shiny hunting. New method. What do you reckon? New method.
Mine.
No new methods. No.
Ooh,
I think.
So you
Method?
think they're gonna
How
stick
would they even
I
do
to
like
that?
Poke
what it
Nap.
had, and then obviously we
I think
had
it's gonna be the exact same as what we had before.
islands. No, they weren't island
Maybe,
scanned. What was
yeah.
it? What is it?
Dex. Sorry, Pokeradar.
That's it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Pokeradar.
I'd
Mm.
like to have Pokeraider or Dexnav and
Pokeradar is challenging.
I've watched a video on it not so long ago because I've never done it myself, and it looks really complex.
I did it in X and Y a little while back with like the save states on Citra. Even then, I was like save stating every 3 encounters just to make sure I don't break the chain.
Hmm.
It's tough. I've done it like
But-
multiple
but-
times in regular game. I just can't do
But
it.
if I heard it's really rewarding as well. I think the odds are really high.
Oh yeah, the odds. I think when you get like a 40 chain, I know in X and Y they come down to a 1 in 100.
Yeah, so I think that's high risk, high reward type of thing.
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure they get really high as well in the
Yeah.
old games.
And if weather have it, because I watched on one of the videos, it was to do with the weather as well, and it's hard to spot the rustling grass depending on
Oh,
what the
yeah.
weather, because there was like sandstorms or snowstorms, and that's going to be difficult hunts.
I know a huge thing that everyone's like debating about right now is the graphics being good or bad.
Mhm.
I really
Yeah.
like the graphics as they are because
Yeah.
you know it's a whole new style.
Uh,
But
the-
I
the-
think
the-
what really makes it look weird to me is the background of the battling, and then also the Pokemon in the battles look like Let's Go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
almost the same.
For me, the most big is the character sprite. It looks like a head with the legs. For me,
Like they've been hit with a rubber mallet and just squished a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They
Squeaky
try
Hammer
to
from
make
Smash
that
Bros.
Yeah.
they look like short dwarfs, while in battle they look like three people.
Every time I
Yeah,
mention it,
that-
every
that's
time
the
though, every time though, I mention the lighting. The lighting in that game looks dope as fuck. Like, even though it's questionable, people are questioning about the graphics. I think the lighting and the vibe, just the light alone makes it look amazing.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it.
Yeah.
I think, like even the animations they were showing, like I don't know I think it's the Hyper Beam.
Mm.
Ooh, looks really good.
Yeah, after they heard about the controversy from Sword and Shield, they actually put in some mark in the move animations.
Yeah.
Well, animations will go out the window when we beat the game and all hunting it anyway.
Yeah.
We'll be
Well,
turning
you-
that shit off.
Do you
Mhm.
plan on like just playing through the game normally? Like I know.
See,
know
I
Danny
want to
did
do.
the shiny hunt playthrough, but I was considering doing like
Like-
a shiny
like kinda
Nuzlocke.
See, I want to do a shiny playthrough, and if it's
Another
1 in
challenge.
8,000, dude, that's gonna be a long playthrough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be
then-
fun
but,
though.
Yeah.
but then if it's 1 in 4,000, that actually viable.
1 in
then-
4,000 is not too bad. From like what I did
Yeah.
yesterday with the roly coly and the rookity, I did it pretty quick.
Mm.
Wasn't too bad.
Yeah, you can get super lucky with it.
So they did lower the odds for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and the originals were 1 in 8,000.
Oh, there's a good point.
Alright.
They do
Imagine
change
for
it for
core,
remakes.
yeah.
They've got history for it.
Mhm.
But
But
what-
do you
Hold on,
think
I
they
actually wanna
would
look this up?
when we talk about ores, do you think they'll bring back horde hunting?
Oh, dude, if they bring
Yes,
back horde
yes or
hunting,
no?
oh my god, I would be
That'd
all
be
over
awesome.
I wouldn't
that.
mind doing that. Yeah.
And I know the Switch can handle it because it's a
Yeah.
powerful system compared to obviously the DS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could for sure. I'm looking up real quick to see if they labeled Oraz as Faithful Remake.
Good point. While you're doing that, what do you think about? Do you think it's credible that the certain leakers or rumors have said we might have Let's Go catching mechanics?
Mm,
Because
I
it's
don't
still a
think anybody
possibility.
would like to have that again.
It's still a possibility. Like they showed that you'll be battling, but to physically catch it after the battle, will there be Let's Go mechanics? I mean, I guess I wouldn't be too against it because at least you still get to battle it, false swipe, all that mixed in. But then when it comes to the ball, you have to throw it with your Joy-Con or
Yeah,
whatever.
but if they add it, I think they'll change in the settings because some people they just want to have the
Good
class
point. Yeah, they could give you
flexibilities.
the choice to change it if you wanted to.
I wouldn't
that
mind it
would
if they
be the
gave us a
best.
choice.
Yeah, that would be best for the critics. So
And
if
even like
if you
said
want
now,
to
like
Oh, poor Splatty.
that's
Rest in peace.
what's that?
but
In chat.
even like you were saying,
Back.
even like if you were saying now, like you battle it first, and then when you choose to throw your ball at it, it gives you
Did we introduce ourselves?
the let's go mechanic. Like, that's not too bad. So that's even more like interactive.
Yeah, more interaction. Yeah, Alpha, leave
So-
and rejoin.
Yeah, you
I just
kind of
looked it up.
lagging.
Slightly choppy.
I just
I
I
can't
just
even
looked it up.
see him.
on the
That's because I'm on the laptop now, not the phone.
So I just looked it up, right? And on Pokemon's official website, in the description of Pokemon Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, it goes on through your remakes and when it was first made. Does not say faithful remakes at all. So I'm not sure what their plan is.
So there is a chance for the 1,000 odds to be
Changed.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's
No,
a, there is a
too
chance.
much.
So did they say that these remakes are faithful?
Yes, I will. Yeah.
Is
if you
that
look
like
it up, I think it's
100% officially
uncomfortable.
confirmed? Like, but then what
Faithful
do
remakes
they?
is 100%
What do
confirmed.
they class as a faithful remake to what we as fans class as a faithful remake?
I
Because
don't
us
know.
as
That's what
fans
we
are
don't
almost
know that,
like,
yeah.
right, well, you just got to copy the game and just upgrade it. Whereas they might be, no, well, a faithful remake is, yeah, we will do the upgrade, but then we'll also throw this, and this in.
Well, here's
Yeah,
the thing with
kinda like-
that is that was Game Freak before, and now we have Ilka and we have Masuda, who created the first Pokemon Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah.
It's his
So-
fault. I went 2,100 eggs for that Drifloon. Screw you, Masuda.
25, 21 for Grubbin.
Look at what you
Yeah.
did to us.
All right, hold on. Let me pull this up on my screen real quick. Here it is. Wait. Where is it? Oh. Is it loading in? Yeah, it's there. All right.
Yeah, I
So
can
the
see
original
that.
story has been. The original story has been faithfully reproduced, and you'll encounter the Pokemon that appeared in those nostalgic titles. Oh, see, that says the Pokemon though.
Oh.
Ooh.
So who knows what they're gonna do?
So faithfully reproduce and you'll encounter No, that's and you'll encounter. The story. No, look, the
Oh, yeah, yeah.
original story has been faithfully reproduced. So they
Yeah, so-
haven't
Yeah.
changed the story. That is going to be exactly the same to how it once was. So that opens the door for them to add and change shit.
Yeah.
I.e.,
Yeah.
odds, shiny charm.
They lots of post game content.
Yeah.
I
They
feel
could
like
Things
even-
I hope.
They could throw in a new method though as well. We've seen it. Look at Dynamax Adventures. That was new.
what's really gonna come down to is we're gonna have to be waiting for leaks towards the end, like towards the release date, of course.
Yeah.
Which most of us are going to want to avoid.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Because leaks are normally confirmed and spoiler
Hate
territory, aren't they?
yeah,
Yeah.
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 When
That was,
Sword and
like,
Shield
when I
first
was-
came out, I felt like there wasn't like a variety of methods to shiny hunt.
No, there's not. It's like, what do we got? We
I
got
hope they
Mitsuda,
add.
random encounters, and merger method.
I'm with him on that.
yeah.
There's just not enough.
Yeah,
One thing I
Like,
hope that they
that's
don't
why I
change in the
always-
remakes is how difficult Cynthia was.
Oh yeah, I hope they don't like ruin the difficulty.
Yeah,
It's the
kind of
only
watered
champion
it,
that I haven't beaten.
kind of watered down the game, kind of like what Let's Go did.
Yeah.
That's what I
'Cause-
feel like they're gonna do.
I hope not.
But maybe they will add a wooden version and the original version as well. So the two different modes, depending on to be a little bit harder than or a bit easier.
It's such a
Look
weird
at
boat that we're
difficulty
in
7.
though. It's such a weird boat that we're in though, because we've never really had the development just change.
Yeah.
Like we were all so used to Game Freak, and now
So
it's
it's
someone
kind of
else.
like a new chance to see how it's going to be.
Which then
the
branches
future.
off
Yeah.
off into what Game Freak are actually doing whilst they're not making that game.
I heard this game is actually supposed to be a main series game as well.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be
I
interesting
heard.
if they
I'm not.
make it.
Don't take my word on that. Let's see.
It's hard to make any kind of even judgments on that game because,
Oh,
dude,
so
that
excited for it.
trailer was so basic.
Yeah.
Like they didn't
very-
give
very
much
much
away
showed
at
the-
all.
They only show
I'm
the
glad that they
basics.
didn't though.
So the
No,
information
no.
from Let's
You can-
Go 2.
I didn't-
Don't think.
Apparently, they won't be doing any Let's Go's because of. Apparently, they've said Let's Go is done. That's it. How credible that is, I have no idea.
I heard that same thing as well. I actually want to look real quick.
Maybe they will just drop a surprise release of Let's Go. Drop a surprise release of a Let's Go in the region. Who knows?
You
I
never
feel
know.
like if they were to do a Let's Go, I feel like it would be one more, and it'd probably be Johto, and that'd probably be it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it just Let's Go was so stale, like, and everyone got bored of it really quick, and it just didn't really last long, in my opinion. Like I got it in October before Sword and Shield came out, and I just got bored pretty quick.
I think as well because there wasn't really much post-game content, and as well the only post-game content was just shiny hunting. But then that just turned into a massive just standing around waiting game.
Yeah, China. The most interesting was Mewtwo, where I actually had
Yeah.
to put in effort.
It was just
In
almost brain dead kind of hunting there.
Unless
No
you wanna
interaction.
challenge master trainers.
Oh, dude, them master trainers though. Imagine doing all the master trainers with shinies as well.
yeah, I think
Someone
Blit
actually
is-
did that on YouTube.
I do want to do that.
yeah, I
That'd
think
be
Blit is actually
intense.
planning to do that as well. Blit is
I've
planning
heard
to do
that. Yeah, Blake wants to do that. That's a challenge.
Yeah.
Imagine shiny Metapod v shiny Metapod. I mean,
Well,
Well, see, the
if
thing
you
is,
have one
though,
peep
like,
up in your set, because the other one was gonna struggle first. So
yeah, like, and the best part is, like, if you caught that shiny Metapod as Caterpie, it's gonna no tackle.
Okay, hang on.
Like, if his is just a Metapod, no other attack moves, basically just on attack. Right?
You lagging? Is that just me?
he's lagging.
no, Alpha's lagging.
All right, well, I'm switching
I can't
back
even
over
see
to,
Alpha.
Yeah, same with me.
to the phone. Then this.
So we don't know much about the Legends game, which we can't. There's not so much we could talk about it, but one game that we
Lot of
can talk
theories,
about,
though. Lot of
one game that
theories.
we could talk about, and it's not far away. Pokemon Snap.
Pokemon Snap.
Oh yes.
I'm gonna
This-
be.
this
Can I?
game-
Can I be
oh.
the first one to say right? And some people might agree with me. Some people might not. I'm apprehensive because in my mind, I've not played the old one. In my mind, I'm just like, oh wow, let's go around and take pictures of Pokemon. I can't wait. This is gonna be great. Who
Same for
actually
me.
gives a fuck? Like, wow, I'd take a picture of a Pokemon. That's it. I could do that on Let's Go and have a Pokemon stood outside my house, for example, and
Yes,
take a
let me-
picture.
Let me. Okay,
Jason
so-
come up in my chat, by the way. By the way, for those watching on YouTube, I am live on twitch.tv/IamDJK. And Jason in chat actually had a good point, and he said, do we think Snap is going to have shiny Pokemon? And does it need them to have a good lifespan?
Ooh.
For a good lifespan, yes. But I feel
I
like it's
think
gonna
that'd be
be a
dope.
game. This Pokemon Snap is. I feel like it's gonna be like Animal Crossing, because with Animal Crossing, everyone's showing off the new islands, and they're showing off what they can do with their cool things they've got, and like we did earlier when it came out. But with Pokemon Snap, they added the feature where you can show each other your pictures and cool things you can edit with it. So I feel like that will be the kind of keeping people into it, is the really cool Pokemon pictures you can get out of it.
But here's another that. Do you think Nintendo will have another Pokemon Snap content where where they use the best picture in Pokemon cards? Do you think we'll have that?
Maybe? I don't know. Be cool.
No, it just
But I don't
it
think they would
seems
do
like
it.
something. Maybe when it starts dying off, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe when it starts
But-
dying, they're like try and bring it back with that, but I don't see that happening.
I just think this is the thing. Like, I'm on the fence with buying Pokemon Snap because here it's $60, and I just don't feel like spending $60 on a game that I know I'll be done with within a week.
You don't want to spend $60 on a game where you take pictures.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. That's how I see it.
Like, it'll be cool
So,
because like
someone said to me like, "Oh, you can throw an apple at a monkey." Oh yeah, dude, that's totally worth $60, dude.
I I really like the idea of Pokemon Snap because like I played the original Pokemon Snap on Nintendo 64, and it was pretty cool. But I mean, I was also like 6 years old. But with this one, it looks really cool, and what they show looks awesome. But it just
It looks
doesn't
beautiful.
look $60 worthy.
Just to take
I
some
would say like
pictures.
it's a $40 game. I just don't. It looks amazing though. It looks
That.
really good.
I think, yeah, Jason, I think they will include DLC because you can introduce new areas, and if there's certain Pokemon in it, they could add more Pokemon. I definitely see them doing expand. It's the type of game for them to do expansion passes for, but just for a lot of people like me that's not played the old one, so I'm probably speaking for a lot of people, bro, you're just taking a picture of a Pokemon. Who cares?
But
That's
also-
how bluntly I see it. Whereas people are passionate about it, and I'm not disregarding that. It's just because I haven't played the old one.
Yeah.
All right, well,
What about
Danny,
Pokemon Stadium?
Has
anyone played that?
Oh, I love Pokemon
I
Stadium.
played on an emulator. I
But,
don't.
Go on,
think
Alpha.
They're gonna make a remake for that.
Maybe someone like Pokemon. They had Pokemon Colosseum 3 and 3 and 4, I think. Maybe they will add something extra, some unique for Gen 8 and or 9
I-
when it
A,
comes
a
out.
next chapter in the Colosseum saga wouldn't be a bad idea. I wouldn't mind that either.
But yeah, but the reason I want, yeah, like Danny, take picture of Pokemon. That's not the gameplay I enjoy.
Yeah.
I enjoy that type of gameplay. So
See,
I,
I really
I
enjoyed
probably
Colosseum.
if there's a demo version, I'm definitely going to try it out. How it is.
But what I was gonna say, Danny, is especially where you use emulators,
Yeah.
get a decent N64 emulator
I miss
because
that
N64
game.
is
I have Gale of Darkness.
like
I don't
N6
have Coliseum anymore, but I want to get it back.
So you're gonna suggest to play Alpha me play Snap on an emulator that was on the Nintendo 64, right?
Yeah,
It's not a bad idea, you know.
because N64 emulators, they're not like hard to run. Like it'll take a little bit of your bandwidth, but like it's 64 N64 because it was a 64-bit game.
Yeah.
Like it was it was the first iteration of 3D models really in games. Like
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really too excited for it. It is what it is. In my
Because at the
opinion.
same time, they couldn't, but they could. If they made a really, really in-depth Pokemon game, they could basically put Snap in a fully fledged Pokemon game anyway. Like your shiny Pokemon you caught, you could walk into, say, I don't know, bloody Glimwood, for example, and take it out of its ball and take your amazing photos.
That would be
see,
amazing. But do
they
you
kind
think
of
they would?
have already. You kind of can already do that
If
though.
you
Like
put it in Pokemon Camp
yeah,
in Sword and Shield,
Mm-hmm.
and she used a snapshot on the Switch.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the
But
picture thing you could do with Rotom was basically Pokemon Snap back in Sun and Moon.
Yeah,
but look at them backgrounds. They look like a 3-year-old did them. Like, whereas on what I'm trying to say is on Snap, it looks beautiful. The backgrounds of like certain Pokemon in certain environments looks dope. If they, I don't know, if it was a more in-depth game, and there was more in it, you could have Snap with Pokemon like that in depth.
see, like the whole storyline to the original Snap was you were helping Professor Oak chronicle this brand new island that popped up, and it was teeming with fucking life. Like it was just discovered. It was all kinds of like these Gen 1 Pokemon on there. You had to help him take pictures and chronicle all of the Pokemon life on this brand new island. But while you're venturing across the island, you start to find like these weird little like anomalies in each place you go to. Like in the first area, there's this big beach, and while you're going along the beach, you look back behind you, and there's a pile of rocks that when you drive past them a certain way, they all line up, and they look like a fucking kingler stood there, right? So, like, if you take a picture of that and show it to Professor Oak, then you get like bonus points because you've discovered this anomaly, and once you discover the anomaly for each one, it opens up this another pathway, and you go after you find a legendary Pokemon.
See, when you put it like that, because yeah, that's one thing I do keep forgetting. There is a story to it. I think playing it through as say like a solo campaign kind of game,
Yeah.
that'll probably be a really good experience.
You think
But
they're
like
trying to?
Splatty said, once you've done that, then it's like then what? Because that does sound sick. Like what you've just described then as kind of like a story, and you're discovering things for the first time, catching Pokemon in the habitats and stuff. Sounds really good. But then once you beat the game,
Oh,
where's the replayability? Yeah, probably go around and find the ones you haven't found or whatnot. But yeah,
there is other little ways that you can influence how many points you actually get, like, say, per picture, because you're given items as you're playing through. Like, you get apples that are Pokemon food, and you get these pester balls that you can throw, and when they hit a Pokemon, they explode in, like, this purple mist, and it agitates the Pokemon and makes them, like, mildly aggressive for a second. So, like it basically pisses them off for a second, right? So you can use these items to interact with the Pokemon in their natural environments. Like I said, in the first map, if you have a Pester Ball in your hand, the only way to get a Scyther to come out of the grass is to throw a pile of Pester Balls into the grass and make a Scyther come out of the grass.
That sounds pretty sick, you know.
Oh.
Fuck,
then,
he's
like,
winning me. He's winning me over on a Pokemon picture game. Fuck! God damn it!
Alright, I'll go get my
And
debit card. I'll be right back.
Right?
if you're real slick, too, while you're the Scyther is coming out of the grass, if you hit him in midair with another Pester Ball, and you take a picture of him while he's swinging his arm at you, like, get the fuck away from me, basically. That's like an action bonus shot, and it's worth even more points. And he's like, oh, he's angry, more points. And that's what it's all based on, is like the style of the photo is not just getting a good photo that's good face on. If you can get a good face on shot that's an action pose, or like a couple of Pidgeys using Whirlwind to fuck off a Meowth that's fucking with their nest. Like, that kind of shit.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to buy it now.
Fuck, dude. I was trying to save money, man. Son of a bitch.
I actually will go pre-order it after this podcast. I'm not even
Do
joking.
you think they will add Rangers to new Pokemon
I'm
Snap?
not inviting Alpha again. It's costing me money.
Exactly. Hey, there's the Pikachu. There's a Pikachu in the very beginning of the very first map in the old game, where if you have the apple Pokemon food, you throw a trail of apples
Seth, I need my bank card.
towards the
Alpha's making
surfboard
me
on the
spend
beach.
money.
The Pikachu will hop on the surfboard and fucking pretend that he's surfing, right? Like he's
Right.
Those secrets are good. Little Easter eggs.
and then
Is that
gotta-
the supposed to be like the hint, the surfing Pikachu in Usam then? Is
yeah,
that an Easter egg?
yeah, sort of, yeah.
Yeah, I like that actually.
Do
Charmeleon
you
falling
think
into
they'll,
lava and evolving into Charizard, knocking Magikarp into the waterfall, and it evolves and bursts out as a Gyarados. Oh, dude,
Yeah,
you
but do
make
you
it
think
sound
they'll
good. Fuck, man.
Do you
Yeah,
think
I'm gonna have to buy it.
they will add the legendaries
And it gets
into
better,
Pokemon
because
Snap?
what you got to do is the Magikarp that you need to evolve to get the Gyarados, you need to basically fish it out of the water yourself by throwing fucking food in the water and making a Magikarp jump up on the beach in front of a Mankey, who then kicks it over a fucking mountain, and it lands on a particular, then it lands on like a little cliff that like you come to later on, and then you got to hit it with a Pester Ball to knock it off that cliff, and it skips across the top of the water and goes into the waterfall. Like, you actually got to fucking do like this chain of events to
Dude,
get,
no
like,
wonder it evolves in
Do you
such
think
a
we'll-
beastie dragon. That Magikarp's probably pissed as fuck. No wonder it turns into a raging dragon.
Using
Fuck,
the-
dude.
It's
Poor
too much to get
Magikarp.
legendaries. But do you think
Poor,
they add
poor
too much effort
fish.
to get legendaries? You have to do a sequence of you do a sequence to get like Mewtwo or a legendary bird show up.
I
Then you're
like
fine.
that, like the fact that you kind of have to force them to do things to make them evolve. Like
Yeah.
Jason again, he's just said, make Slowpoke stick its tail in the water. I make sure it gets bit by a shoulder because obviously that's how it evolves, like we've seen in the anime.
Yeah,
So
that's
that
a
makes
big
it more
challenge.
engaging, and you're not just taking a shit picture of a Pokemon. Like, I got my camera, so choose. It's nothing like that. I like the fact
No.
it's more like a
And
challenge. That's the
dude,
word I'm looking for. A challenge.
dude. And the thing is, what we're all telling you right now is based off the like with the what 2002 version
That
N64
sounds really advanced
system.
for its time at that as well. How you're explaining it sounds so advanced to what video games were back then.
Watch the new Pokemon Snap just suck ass and it's just pictures.
No,
And I was right all along. I was right all along.
Yep.
I'll be the first to admit it.
Thank you, Morbid. Yeah, the Pikachu Dance as well. Yeah, when you got the same patch of grass you get the Scyther out of. If you're lucky, 2 Pikachus will come out and they'll jump up on 2 sawed-off stumps. And then you gotta if you got the Pokeflute in hand and play a certain song, they'll start dancing on the stumps for you, and you get a picture, and it's like 2 Pokemon in 1 shot, and they're doing a dance. Like, this is so cool. Like,
Oh god damn it,
Okay,
Sounds
Splatty.
awesome. I'm going.
What's he?
to get
What's
it.
he? What's he done to us, Splatty?
He
How
just
much?
dropped
Alpha?
$60 on it.
Alpha? Alpha?
Do you think
Alpha?
they
How much are they
relax
pay? How much are they paying you for this
I
promotion?
wish.
Do you think
Imagine.
Alpha?
Like I'm saying, I'm hyping up the old game. I got nothing to say about the new game. I haven't seen a trailer.
Alpha, you seems like a Pokemon stuff, but you think they will add legendaries to new game?
Celebi in the trailer, actually.
Yeah, there was Celebi in the trailer.
Ooh.
Yeah, there was
Yeah, but
Celebi,
I haven't seen Celebi in a hot
and it
minute.
looked dope. It looked so good.
But do
Well,
you think
Mew
they'll
was in
find
the-
like shaming if you poison bunch of make bunch Pokemon dead? Let's say make Pokemon not well. The shaming will come forward like heal everyone like that.
Me and Danny are going to be giving Nintendo quite a bit of money after this podcast.
like I say,
Great.
Mew was in the original game, so it makes sense for Celebi to be in the new one, right? If it's like the next game and it's going to include like the more of the Pokemon, it makes
I've
more
just
sense
thought
for
of
them to
post
include it.
game. They
Mhm.
could do.
What-
You could go and find the legendaries and give you really difficult tasks to try and draw them out and stuff. Oh,
What I think my
God damn
favorite
it.
thing that they
Like
showed in the trailer
I'm
was
falling
the
for
surfing ride. You know
hook,
the
line,
little
and
Raichu,
sinker.
how it has a
That's
tail
just-
you could surf on.
Yeah.
It
Mhm.
showed that in the trailer. It was surfing across the water. That looks sick.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah,
It
that
was
looks
showing
cool.
So many cool things.
I need to go and watch these trailers.
It's the little details on that trailer that I was like, do you know what? I'm actually going to get it, but I still feel like I'm taking pictures. But now I've heard the kind of challenges you have to do. It actually sounds fun and immersive.
Yeah,
And that's what I like.
Yeah, you have to the more like flip, yeah, engaging, more
Yeah.
more engaging. You have to actually get the Pokemon yourself, not just a Pidgey snap, or a
Yeah.
Zapdos snap, a Caribbean grass snap.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah,
in
it's
the
gonna be
original
awesome.
game, you were in like a rover, like, and you fucking had like a set of tracks, and the tracks pulled you along a directed path. And unless you did something to influence the path that you were on to the exit gate, then it was an automatic travel, and you were just had to worry about swiveling around. And like if you were in like the late game, you could hold the Z button on the back of your controller and speed up if you wanted to get to a certain spot because you knew that I needed to be here to get this photo at this time. Like,
This game has so much potential to be put in VR.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, five
Yeah,
head
That'd be
plays
sick.
there.
Oh no, yeah, so much potential. If that thing was
Nintendo doesn't have a VR setup, do they?
I was going to say,
No.
they've
No.
never done a VR game, have they?
but
This could be their first
It
one.
would be really
Yeah.
cool though.
if they would have the courage to venture out to PC, it could easily, Pokemon Snap could easily become a VR game.
Oh, yeah,
Very easily.
100%. That'd be so
The game
fun.
looks like. The
yeah,
game
no,
looks
Danny,
really good.
I would highly recommend like getting even a basic N64 emulator.
Actually, yeah, I'm going to have to fit that in before April. I'm
Guys,
going to have to.
no more Sinister Sun content. We are done with that. It's just now Pokemon
Cancelled.
Snap from here on out.
But yeah, since you've never really played any of like the Pokemon brand games on the N64, I would say get the Snap, Pokemon Stadium, and Pokemon Stadium 2.
I've seen that. I've seen them as well. That I know a
The
little bit more.
N64 emulator runs pretty well. I was playing. I don't know if you saw a while back. I was doing Super Mario 64. I wasn't having any issues with it at all. It runs pretty smooth.
Yeah, I'll have to definitely
Yeah.
give it a go now. It sounds good. It's gonna look trash because it's Nintendo 64 compared to
Still
today's
too
tech.
laggy and glitchy for you guys now, or
You're perfect.
Yeah, you're way better.
Good.
You're way better.
Yeah, you're spot on. But yeah, I'm always open up to trying new things. So fuck it, why not? I just have to get my
and
bank
I
card
actually
out.
am
Great.
going to pre-order the game after this.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Alpha.
Alpha.
well, like I said, I would play through the old ones before you made a decision on the new.
That's
Because-
good. That's
Like
good
the
advice.
game,
Yeah.
Because, for the simple fact, a lot of what you said earlier about the game
Yeah.
is very, very true.
Right.
The biggest part of the fan base for Nintendo content or Nintendo players is going to be the fact that, oh my god, this is Pokemon Snap 2. Like, I haven't played this since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Can't wait to play this. Like, the
Nostalgia,
ones
yeah.
who played it, yeah, the nostalgia factor plays a huge fucking role.
Yeah, that's the same for Jason in chat. He's literally saying it's his most anticipated game of the year, and I think more 90% of that is because of nostalgia. We all love
actually just looked it up.
nostalgia.
I just looked it up, and Pokemon Snap for 2021 is Pokemon's most anticipated game so far.
No,
Since it was announced.
holy.
But
That-
I had a thought. I can't remember. Go on.
Same.
Oh, actually, I want to go
What
back to
happened?
Legends Arceus real quick.
Yeah.
What I saw this comparison. They took Legends of Zelda Breath of the Wild and then the Pokemon Arceus trailer, and it's really similar, like really close. Like,
Mhm.
like it's not the same trailer, but like they just took the game and looked at certain things. Like at the beginning of the trailer, for both of them, like they're both standing on the right side of the screen, and it zooms in past them to the mountain. So that I wonder if Game Freak is working with the same creators who did Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, because the game is very similar. The rolling,
Yeah,
and the
that's
aiming
because
of the
the,
Pokeball.
Is there, like, we don't need to do it now, but is there not any way to find out the development people behind it? There's got to be, like official kind of, I don't know what you'd call it, of some sort of
I
like
can look it up.
documentation or something online to show
I think
the
as of right now,
companies and the
we just
people
know it's
who,
Game Freak.
I can look it up.
because there's
I
got
think
to
as of
be.
right now,
Quick.
we just know it's Game Freak. I think.
Real quick, just before we go any farther, Alpha, you are both sideways and muted. I don't know if you did that intentionally or.
I think he
I think
knows
it's on
he's
the phone.
muted, but I don't know why he's. Like, I have to.
He said he'll be back. He said he'll be back.
Cool.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, I didn't hear that bit. My bad. I love that he's sideways.
Dude, I can get a good picture of that with my Pokemon Snap game, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm excited now. God damn, fucking Alpha maybe had to go spend $60.
Yeah, well, it's round the fucking corner
Oh,
as
there
well.
we go.
What is it for me? Let me have a quick look.
Welcome back.
sorry about that.
I skimmed the official
Did you guys
Pokemon
get like
Legends site,
weird feedback
and
or
it says
something? Like, was there an
nothing
issue?
about.
You're perfect, Alpha.
I skimmed the Pokemon Legends site. It says nothing about development. Who developed it? But all I know is that copyright Pokemon. Copyright 2021 Pokemon. Copyright basically Nintendo creature Game Freak. The basic.
Yeah, all we know is
Nintendo-
Game Freak so
yeah.
far.
Game Freak Nintendo creature thing.
Dude, I'm so excited.
I've just looked up the
the
UK
starters
price.
they picked.
I've just looked up the UK price for me, and I'm having to fork out £50.
Yeah, I gotta spend $60,
Storytelling.
Danny.
Oh dear.
So for Legends Arceus, the 3 starters, I think they picked the best 3 starters possible for that. I mean, maybe they could have done Froakie. I mean, like, or you know,
Yeah.
they could have done
Instead of
Charmander,
Rowlet.
but Charmander's overrated. Let's be real. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
I love
they balanced it
Charmander,
out pretty
but I
well.
can say Charmander is overused because, and it's only because he's been so popular. Like he was the first one to gain popularity, and they're trying to gain more popularity based off of the old
They're
popularity
yeah.
instead of looking at what the current fans like more over Charizard, but they keep kind of just shoving Charizard in your face.
Yeah, they're
They
milking
did a
it
good
at
job
this
with the
point,
starters they
basically.
chose. And
And
I know we were
that's
talking about
coming from a
this the
guy
other.
who loves Charizard.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
know we were talking about this the other day in Danny's stream, like I don't know, a few days ago. We were talking about shiny hunting in that game. Like, how is that gonna work? Is it gonna be like Let's Go, where it's just a whole bunch of wild area? Because like I know we were talking. I also talked about this as well. The community races and online servers. If there's an online server where we
Oh,
can just hook up all of us into one server, and we're all sitting there walking
Mhm.
around in a
dude,
patch of grass
don't
looking for
dick
Yeah,
shinies.
tease, don't
that
dick
would be
tease me with
That'd be
that. Oh
so
my
much
god.
fun.
yeah, that would be
Honestly.
awesome.
I think that's what we all want majorly overall from a Pokemon game is
Mhm.
where
It
we
ain't
can
gonna happen.
literally be next to each other in
Yeah, no, it's
game
not gonna happen.
interacting. Like that is what we all want. I think that's our ultimate goal. Period.
Mhm.
And I also saw another theory as well. In the trailer for Legends Arceus, it opens up a book at the start, right? It's stacked on 2 other books, which people were thinking, well, maybe after this game they'll go on to the next book about a different legendary in a different region.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get more post game or more prequels, or like
Maybe
what are
maybe
we gonna get?
maybe a DLC if we yeah, maybe a DLC.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like where is that starting room at the beginning of that trailer?
Good point.
We don't know.
I
Yeah, we
think
don't know.
Don't know.
I saw a YouTube video. I think yeah,
Hey man,
I think
I don't have
the
a clue.
starting room is inside the starting village as well. I'm not sure. It could be in the starting village. Depending on
Yeah, because like the lady who's
Did you
reading at this trailer, she's like explaining the book in the tail of it.
did you think it was a an ornament until it moved?
I didn't even notice the cat was there. I just saw the glowing yellow
Con-
eyes.
context for
I was like, oh,
watching.
it's a cat.
Morbid freaked out that Alpha's cat just moved.
No, like, I didn't notice the cat was there until I saw its eyes. I was like, wait a minute.
So I'm gonna change things drastically. We're gonna change it up, do things a little bit fun, and we all love a bit of Would You Rather.
Oh,
But I'm
God.
keeping it clean this time, just for now. Doesn't mean in the future that they
Uh-huh.
might get changed up, but these are clean for now, so you don't need to panic.
That's adorable.
Okay.
I
Love
love
that
Evie.
cat.
yeah.
Evie's adorable. So we'll go with the first one. Would you rather go into the past and meet your ancestors, or go into the future and meet your great great grandchildren?
Ooh.
I
Both
like
of
to
you
go to
two
the
assume I'm
past.
gonna have kids, but go off, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll go to the past.
That's bold to try to say if I hate kids. But depends on ancestors. What is it? Something in the
Go
early
back in the
Stone Age
past, I'm gonna get hate
where we have
crimes.
missed a lot of information? Is it? Depends on which
Yeah.
time period is it? Is it just 1800s or?
Like, no matter what
I would
time period, I know I'm gonna get hate crimes, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna
I
go in
would
the
go
future.
in the past, just because fuck the future right now.
Yeah, but no, but that's
Scared,
not even the
honestly.
context. You're only meeting either your ancestors or your great great grandchildren.
But if you're meeting them, you're gonna be probably having a conversation, and they're gonna be telling you what's going on.
Splatty has
Same
to
thing
be
with the
that.
past. They're gonna tell you
Splatty
what's
has
going on
to
in
be
the
that
past.
one guy, right? He has to be that one guy, doesn't he?
I have to get deep into the topic. Come on.
No,
No.
knowing that knowing that I have heritage in both the Mi'kmaq Indians and the French and the English, like English nobility and French Commonwealth, fucking,
It's a bit
I
risky.
Like, I would love to go to the past. Like,
See, for me, I'd like to go to the future because I think I've got a little bit of an advantage being a parent. I'd want to know if my kids, whatever, did all right, and they're doing all right, and the world's not
Yeah.
collapsed around them, and kind of a part of me is still living on. That's why I'd go to the future,
Mhm.
just for that. That alone.
Yeah, I would go to the future as well.
Why?
Makes sense.
no, I would be too afraid to go to the future because you'd have to think about fucking time travel theory and stuff like that. If there was some way for you to jump to a forward point in time, you would cease to exist in that moment in the current timeline until you showed up into the future.
Alpha, can you
So
stop?
for
Stop
anybody
the
for anybody you
theory.
leave
Yeah, but
behind,
as soon as you
no,
come
so
back,
for
the point
anybody you leave
continues.
behind, they're being left behind at that fucking point. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, you're not
Well,
wrong.
so like,
actually, here I have a rebuttal against
so think,
that though.
so think, no, no, so think of it like this: if I were to jump to the future right now, I would be leaving Robin at 2 years old to fend for herself with just her mom. Like,
But it doesn't say permanently. It just says meet.
Well,
yeah, but
here's the
Show
thing as
up.
well.
So it's quite
s-
vague.
Still though,
but no, but
in the can I relate this to the Flash real quick? In the
Yeah, go.
Flash,
Oh,
very no, it's part of this. He
God
travels
damn
he
it.
travels back to the future and back to the past, whatever. And he comes back. Timeline breaks. It's a whole different story. You know, they're explaining once you change the timeline and you go back, you can never put it back to the way it was. Like if because he showed an example, you break a mug,
I mean,
you try
I
putting
would
it back
go to
together,
the
there'll
future.
always be a line there.
Study. I
So
would go.
something will fuck up when you change your time.
I would generally go to
Yeah.
future because I have no idea how noble my heritage is.
Yeah, exactly. Flashpoint. Yeah.
And I
Yep.
would go to future to ask what's up, how are you, and go back. If I know too much, it would scare me. I would be too afraid to know too much.
Screw you guys. You bend my brain too much. So, would you rather have more time or more money? I'll do this one really quickly. More time. I don't want to die. Done.
Time.
Full time.
Money doesn't buy you happiness for me.
Well, with time you can get more money.
Yeah,
I know.
it's tricky for me.
It would be depends. Mm. If you're living rugged, you can in the future be living hell. So.
What about you right now? What about you right now? Would you rather have more time right now or would you rather more money right now?
More money right now.
Or
Okay.
money.
In
More money.
right now. But I
Okay.
would probably when I
More
get a
money
steady
for
up
me too. Yeah.
and a good amount of savings, maybe some investments, I would
Mhm.
really choose time when I have a stable income.
That's
that
fair.
could
That's fair.
Support me.
I mean, I would want to pick the money for me right now because of how much medical stuff I'm gonna have to go through down the line. I'd rather be prepared for it now than have to wait forever. The sooner I get it done, the sooner I can be happier. If that makes sense.
To be who you truly are. That
See,
makes a
for
lot of
me, I was
sense.
thinking more like I would take more money, even if it meant I would have less time, because then I have the money to be able to set up financial support for those that I do end up inevitably leaving behind.
Oh, see, now you lot have said the money side of it makes me think how important actually taking the money side with is as well, though.
Money does buy you
Like how
happiness,
thoughtful
right?
even the money side can be, even though like mine is like, yeah, I want more time to spend with my children and stuff like that. The money side as well is could help your children as well. So you've made me see it in a different way.
But money doesn't buy you happiness, but it can make your life easier.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
That's very
Having
true.
a lot of money makes
And,
your
and when your life is easier, then you have more time to fucking pursue
out with people,
your own
yeah.
true happiness.
Speaking of
So-
time with your life, would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button? And this is you can use
Pause.
this at any time you want.
Ooh, I'll go first with this one. Rewind, because if you fuck up, you
Yeah, I
can
was
fix
gonna
it
say
real
the
quick.
same. Yep.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah, I
wait,
also
wait.
do-
I don't know.
Can we use this multiple times?
Yes.
Oh, probably the
Pause
rewind.
Okay,
button.
I would go. I would go with the rewind because if so you do something in the past, then like a couple of days later you realize you could just rewind back to that moment, then do it the way you wanted, and then
Yeah, everything's fixed.
See,
Also with Reman,
I-
it has also some pause function as well. You can also, if only this week, forever, you can just rewind the week all over again. And if you want to go back to simple life, you can just go back to your childhood.
Mm.
Just
so
be
I'm
and
I'm operating here under the function that if you push your pause button, the world around you pauses and you're the only thing that can move, or
Yeah.
like so.
That's what I was thinking as. Yeah.
Same here.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
You
same.
could do a
here.
lot of illegal stuff like that. Oh my god.
Oh, dude, yep.
Yeah,
And no one would know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Dude, we must make a lot of mistakes then, because we were all like, right, if we make a fuck up, I'm rewinding. None of us even considered pausing, really.
Yeah.
We,
would
as humans,
I would want the
screw up
pause
that
button.
much, we would want to go back.
Yeah.
Apart from some
but
people.
how
Why would you
often
put...
do you
Go on.
how often do you see something like how often I'm speaking from a very small town. Like I live on a fucking island in like the second largest city on the island, but like I'm on a very small island. Very, I'll admit I'm a very sheltered person to the outside world. Uh, how often in the run of a day do you guys see something that could have been, you know, harmful to somebody involved, like in your daily life, like a car accident or
Never.
Yeah, like
a
never
trip
for
or
me.
fall or
Same.
fucking something like that? That like how often do you see someone actually about to be hurt and wish that like you can hit the pause button and like say you see two cars about to collide, you push pause, pull the people out, put them on the sidewalk, press play, the cars still collide, people are safe, right? Like
Yeah, I can get that. What about you, Morbid?
Bro,
Because
the
you
peop
said Morbid said he would pause. Why would you pause? I'm intrigued.
I am, for one, I'm an awful procrastinator. Like I would just pause 10 minutes before an assignment is due or something like that and just get everything done. But
see
at
now
the same
that's
time, outside of that, if like if I'm running late for something, I can hit pause, get there in time, and then play again. You know, stuff like that. Like little things to help me get through day-to-day life.
Quality of life
yeah.
changes. Your
You know,
pause
the
button
whole
would be.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
And also, if you get, oh, actually, I got another thing with the pause button. If somebody asks you an important question, it's like you gotta answer it quick. Pause, do it real quick. You're at school and you know you didn't do
This
your
is your
homework assignment
advantage.
last night, and they're asking you the question. You pause, you Google it real quick, and you're all set.
Yeah.
Or you miss
No,
or you
that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work.
or your
Yeah,
missus
yeah.
is stood there in a really horrible dress, and you really, really want to tell the truth, but you stutter. But if you pause before that stutter, you can compose yourself, and you can compose and make up the lie that you're about to tell her. Then press play. It could work.
Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah.
we have in answer that a pause button is more useful in our life than a rewind button.
Mhm. I'd use
Or
it to probably fix my sleep schedule
They're both
first.
very useful
Oh,
if you think about
that's
it.
what that is.
But here's the thing,
Yeah.
though. It's a button. So what are you gonna do? You whip your button out of your pocket and press it real quick, so everyone can see you do that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's in something like your mind. Just think about pause the time. Boom.
Even if it's like a tangible thing, it'd probably be no bigger than this pencil, so you just click it real quick in your pocket.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think it would be like a big
Yeah,
red
so
button.
could you imagine if it was a big red button? Jesus Christ!
You whip it
Imagine
out.
if you lost
Everyone
it.
would know.
Whip it
What
out.
would happen if you lost it?
Oh my
Like
god.
a tab, just a tablet phone button in the pocket, like poof, pause.
Or
tab.
if it was like attached to you though, but like you know you put your pants on, you just slap your pants real quick to hit the button.
Because that's not
Pretty good.
911. There's a guy at the park
Wait,
constantly touching his pants.
Wait, so with like with the rewind button though, how do you gauge how far you go back? Is it how long you hold the button, or is there
Mm.
like
There's a
It's-
dial.
it's
There's a
dial
dial
thing,
on the
yeah.
outside. I don't know. I don't know.
okay? So you can't tell when
How
you're
long
gonna
you
go back.
pause and how long you go back in time, yeah.
Would you
Alright, next question.
rather be without internet for a week or without your phone? I'm
Danny,
chucking
let's-
my phone in the bin right this second if that's the case. Bye phone. See you later.
Danny,
Yeah, because we have
I've done the
we have a
whole
laptop.
week
Yes,
without
Splatty?
internet thing.
so I haven't been able to stream in 2 months because of my internet. So I would take the internet for a week.
But with the phone, you can just leave your phone. You can you must have still a a PC they can use. So you're just restricted in their movement.
Yeah.
I can
I've
loophole
done
this
the
one.
whole
I've got 10 gigs of data, so I'll
I
take
would-
the internet for 1,000, Pat.
um, I would probably go without the internet.
Oh.
Only
Why?
because if you needed to contact someone in an emergency, then you have your phone.
Hmm. I've done the whole no
I think the
internet
phone is
thing for
definitely more
months at a
necessary.
time, so I'm used to that. It wouldn't really bother me because
if-
for those on YouTube who don't know, I need a lot of stimuli in order to stay like focused on something. Just like right now, I'm listening to music in another tab. I have an app on my phone that lets me play music at all times. But if I don't have my phone and I have to go to the store, I'm not going to be stimulated enough to focus on what I need to get done. So I'd rather take the no internet.
With the no
Mm.
internet and needing a phone and all, the internet's still gonna be gone for a week. And if you have your phone gone for a week, think like you're not. This is
Dude,
pre-COVID or after
dude,
COVID.
dude. No, you are awake. You're right. Carry on. Shh, I wasn't here.
So
Abort.
So
Fuck.
oh yeah, so if you're okay, so this is pre-COVID or after COVID. Most people are going outside and doing some other stuff other than like you're streaming 24/7. You're gonna need your phone in most places rather than the internet, where you're probably gonna use it like 3 hours a day at home. But as of right now, yeah, it's still probably the same. What am I looking at? That looks really wrong.
Looks like Alpha was sucking on a chod. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't want to laugh because he's coughing.
Yeah. And now we've made him laugh, so we've made it worse. Oh, dude.
Y'all a bunch of dicks.
Next question.
Oh my
Next
god.
one. Been going.
Would you rather lose your vision or your hearing? So you're
Hearing.
losing one of your senses.
Here,
This forever.
Hearing.
we are a visual species. We grew up on visual stimuli. So hearing, you can just do sign language, but wish you have to be someone to help you guide through society, guide through the speech. So yeah, we require like 70% of all stimuli we get is from vision. So we personally, vision is way too important for me.
Vision is important to all of us, really. Like
I've just literally on stream
Yeah.
covered my eyes for a bit. Imagine just hearing everything, and then I block my ears. Imagine just seeing everything and not hearing anything. As dumb as that sounds, I would rather see than not being able to hear. I'd rather learn sign language.
If you can't see, your life's over. I mean, all you
For
got is
me
you
as
can't
well,
do
I wouldn't
anything
be able
with
to see my
otherwise.
cats. I wouldn't be able to see my wife. I wouldn't be able to see my kids ever again. The people that you
Yeah.
love
If
and
you're
care about, my
blind, if you're blind,
friends.
it's
Like,
game over. You've lost the game. I've just lost the game.
I lost the
Damn
game.
it, you did.
Splat
I
it!
lost the game.
Fuck, dude!
Fuck's sake. Anyway,
Uh,
I
how many people are gonna get mad at us on
I-
YouTube?
Yeah,
so
I don't know. Like,
oh, so much
there
hate.
is
So
10
much
people
hate
who
is
watch
coming on
this.
YouTube for that.
For those who 10 people
But
watch this video, I'm sorry.
I'm I'm gonna say that
Oh.
I'd take the hearing as well, just because like, well, on top of everything that you guys just said, we all know how hard Wanda took it when she lost her vision. So let's just not even go there.
Oh, dude, don't. I'll start crying, you bastard. No. No, we can't. Moving on. Moving on. Jesus
Moving
Christ. No. Otherwise, I'm going to be in tears
The
over
two or
here.
three of us didn't even answer, man.
Oh,
I
quick,
would
talk,
rather-
someone.
I would rather lose my hearing because, like, say if you can learn sign language, you can have subtitles. Say if you're watching something, you can have subtitles on.
Yes.
I usually have them on anyway.
For me,
Subtitles
this is
are
really
clutch.
tough because,
Hmm.
like I said, I need a lot of sound to stay stimulated, but I need a lot of to look at as well. So I don't know.
What's more
I just get
important,
constantly
Morbid?
understimulated.
Which one's more important? Which one do
I
you need
don't
to
know.
stimulate the most, do you think?
Yeah.
On a day-to-day basis?
Definitely
Morbid, here's
sound.
like, you look
Sound.
at
So you'd
you
lose
take
your
a
vision.
Yeah.
pie graph,
Yeah, I think I'd rather
and
lose my
you look at how much stimuli you get from each
vision and give up
sense.
drawing altogether than constantly be understimulated.
Oh, that's
That is
hard.
hell for me.
Yeah.
You choose mathematically, I think science ever get. So you draw up a pie chart and mark out how much each sense stimulates your brain. You just remove hearing
Mhm.
or seeing, depending on who is the lower. It's an idea.
I can mute my computer right now and just sit in silence, and I'm gonna be miserable. Yeah. I can sit in a dark room with things playing for hours and I'm fine, but as soon as there's no sound, I'm just, no, I can't do it. I have
I
to
get
say and
that.
get rid of my vision.
I get that. So, how about we'll take another twist again in this podcast? We're going to go back to when we was at school. Fancy doing that?
I'm still at
It's
school.
Who
your
wants to
answer,
do
so-
show and tell?
Yes.
Du-du-du-du.
It's like every Discord call I'm ever in, that guy.
I actually didn't get anything.
But if anything,
Uh,
it kind of shows people probably a little bit about you as well. If you've got something dope, or even if it's crap, but it's just got a cool backstory to it.
All right,
like,
so this is my Switch. I play it every day.
oh my god, this
It's
fucking guy.
Crack water bottle. I drink hot water every day. 1 liter. Beautiful. It
I
costs
actually
about
look at something
$2.
that was it's pretty important to me actually.
So, while people are going off and looking for theirs, mine is. It's going to be difficult to show on camera, but mine is an Infinity Gauntlet bracelet. God damn it, Daniel. Words. Necklace. Now, my best mate Joe, who was my best man at my wedding, it's in like a nice fancy box and everything. He wanted to get me a little present while he was in America, and he tried to look for Avengers. God damn it. Iron Man's arc reactor as a necklace. Couldn't find one. Then he tried to find, obviously, Iron Man's gauntlet. Had no luck with that. So then plan C was the gauntlet. And yeah, dude, I can't even wear it because it's just memories and it's so detailed. Like, I love it. So that's my little show and tell that's now falling out of the box.
Want me to go?
Well, you got to
No
play.
wings.
Wait, you've got a bowling
So,
pin?
this is a-
What the
This is a
hell?
bowling pin.
Okay.
Yes. So,
Why?
back
Yeah.
when I lived at my old house, just a few houses down over there, my parents weren't in the best situation, but they would always hold still birthday parties for me when I was younger. So my 6th birthday, maybe even my 5th birthday, I got friends, you know. And we went to a bowling alley for my birthday, and this is I can't really see it without the light. Let me turn the light off. This has all the names of like all my friends from like first grade and messages from my grandparents and stuff. And it's one of the bowling pins we actually used during my birthday party, like when we went bowling. So it's pretty cool to have. I mean, from like first grade or kindergarten.
Splatty. That whole time, dude.
That is
Your
frozen
camera
the
was
entire
froze
time.
that whole time.
And he crashed it.
Oh, he's
No,
showing
no,
it
it's
us, and we could
about-
just see him like.
So disappointing. That's so disappointing.
We heard everything. You was just frozen,
Yeah,
like you
now
was
to
ready
see
for a
names.
picture. Say cheese.
Did you get to see the? Did you get to see all the names on it, or did it?
No.
No.
All right, I'll reshow
Mhm.
it. So you can't really see them, but like
Oh no, yeah, you can.
it has all of them.
Oh,
which is
that's
pretty cool. I
dope.
don't know if there's any.
That's
some on the
actually
top,
really
too.
cool.
Yeah, it's from when I was younger.
So is it like a proper bowling pin that you'd get at the bowling alley then? Yeah.
Yeah, we got it from when we actually went bowling. It's one of the ones we used. It has
that's
dents on it as
sick.
well.
That's actually pretty
like-
cool. I've never
it's
seen
chipped up
anything like
and-
that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like it.
We'll put it back.
Anyone else got an
Who's
item? What?
next?
Yeah, I'm waiting for someone else's item now.
I guess
mean-
I'll show.
Oh, come on then,
Uh,
Pikachu squad. What have
first
you
off-
got?
I just want to
Hmm.
apologise to any of my friends who are watching the stream.
Oh.
no. It's gonna be good.
um, this photo here was from the first show that I did when in college, the performing arts in college. So this is the group photo that we took. A bit like before, we were all like stressed, out of our minds.
Mhm.
Then as soon as we stepped back into that room, we just celebrated. Like
Dude, that's
Mhm.
dope.
put music on.
Yeah. That is
Your friends are going to be pissed that you threw them under the bus there.
I'm sorry to any of my friends who are watching this or watching it on YouTube after the fact. I'm so sorry.
Mm.
Ah, dope story. What you got, Morbid? What you got? You're looking ready. What have you got, Morbid? Come on.
You have a skull.
Danny and some of the others have already seen this item because I've showed it off before, but I have this fake skull
Oh, one of your victims.
that
Yes,
I got
yes,
from
yes.
Michael's.
Yes, your
Yes,
victim. I remember.
yeah,
Convicted murderer, by the
actually,
way,
my
guys.
mom and I. Howdy. No, we actually bought this from Michael's like 2-3 years ago, and it actually has a hole in his head. You can see because I dropped it when I was moving him into another room to use it as a reference for a drawing, and I had to tape him back together, but I couldn't find one of the pieces, so it's just gone. He just has a hole in his head now.
So what's all the lines and the words on it?
It's kind of marking out the different bones. Like this one is the frontal bone, where like the frontal lobe is. The back, there's the occipital bone, which is where the occipital lobe is, which is actually that's where the saying "eyes in the back of your head" originated, because the occipital lobe deals with visuals.
Ah.
There's temporal, there's sphenoid, obviously the lower and upper jawbone, the nasal bone,
Bro, that's
parietal
cool.
bone, I believe that's called.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I use
Yeah,
it
that's
for art
dope.
references a lot, so
Yeah, it's sick. I like it a lot.
that's my item.
Show and tell is always the best part of the day.
I mean, it was either
I
that
thought
or
you
the
had
other.
something.
Alright, I guess I'll do mine next because I got something here, but it's what do you call it? Authenticity card from
Oh.
Omanji. It's number 91 out of a series that I actually managed to get.
Whoa,
Shiny
This
charm.
fucking yeah.
that's cool.
I,
Yeah. So I
That's
saw that
awesome.
earlier. I saw that earlier.
Out of how many? Like you're with 91 out of how many?
250 were made.
What?
What?
Oh my
Damn.
god.
Nice.
That must be expensive.
Holy shit,
It
dude,
has
that's
to be.
sick.
I can't remember how much they were now. I think it was $60.
I have the best news right now. My food is ready.
Ooh, that is fantastic.
Nice. What are you gonna eat?
I don't know, but it's ready. So
Mm.
I think I might have to drop out of this.
That's
I had
cool,
fun.
dude. That's
I'll
cool.
talk to you all later.
Later, Splat.
Bye.
All right,
Bye bye.
Enjoy your food.
See you, Splat. Enjoy your grub.
So, to kind of tie
Oh
things
my
up in a
God.
nice little bow over here, has anyone
Mhm.
got any plans once COVID's done? What we all doing after COVID's done? Or not done, because it's never going to go away, but when we can go
Mhm.
back to normality, what we all doing?
Don't know. My life before and after COVID very much actually the same. I never pretty much went out to show or anything like that. So, don't know.
Mhm.
I guess
I
it'd
don't
be
know.
more
I
with
feel like I'd
friends.
probably just want to hang out. Yeah, same
Yeah,
here.
it'd
Hang out with
be
my friends a lot
more
more than I
friends.
have.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna be with all my friends from college, because like for COVID we were all having a laugh, and now we can't really do that. So
Mhm.
I think we're all like gonna get together for like a little catch up, see how everything is.
That's kind of similar with what I want to do. At some point this year, hopefully, fingers crossed, meet up with people off the stream. Like, I know I'll call one out. Spuddy is been so excited just to meet us and some others to just because we was meant to do it in 2000 last year 2020 we was meant to do it last year and we was meant to go to Amsterdam TwitchCon in Amsterdam and it never
Mhm.
happened because of COVID. So that's kind of one thing I want to strive towards is meeting people that I've known on the stream that I've not had the opportunity to meet because of COVID. I think that'd be a good goal for me to set.
Mhm.
Because it sucks just being away from
Yeah.
everyone. Because that's what we've all suffered, isn't it? Is being away from family and stuff like. My life hasn't changed much. Like I'll still be taking the children to school. That's the only thing that's really going to change. But then some people, it's transformed their lives, and they're going to be able to travel, do things that they've been wanting to do for a long time. I just can't wait for normality, dude. I just can't wait for normality. Things to go back to normal. Seeing fans in football stadiums and people going to the pubs. I just can't wait for normality. Bored of it now.
Yeah.
No.
I literally have no idea where the hell I'm gonna be. Like, what I'll be doing, what my plan is gonna be. Like, my life is in topsy turvy at the moment. Like, the only thing I got that's a constant is stream, and I got a call today that I'm gonna start work on Tuesday. So that's a good new prospect.
Yo. Dude, that's actually sick.
So like
That's good. Nice.
that's good. I literally have no idea where I'll be when all this shit goes back to normal. Like,
Would you say any of yous has enjoyed that? Not the fact that COVID's been around, but the fact that we've been in lockdown. Like, I feel like it's made us closer as a family, for example. And it's brought our boys together. Like, them two now are like best of friends. Whereas a lot of kids have probably been arguing. Ours, it's brought them so close together. And I'm actually kind of not grateful for the virus, but grateful for the kind of just being forced to stay indoors.
But
Mm.
it's like hey, it's like pushing families that are close, even close together, and families that
Yeah,
are kind of
I think
separate,
that's
even
amazing.
further apart.
It makes you treasure things more. I think as well, if I ever go out in public, I think a lot of people as well are going to be a lot more cautious. People are going to stay away from each other if there's like a cough or a sneeze. I think people are going to be a lot more hygienic, like hand sanitizer. You know, I think it's going to change, probably for the good. But I think COVID's done us a favour as well as being an absolute disaster shit show. But I think it's got some good points to come out of it anyway.
Just thought of this. It would be really fun if all like the subscribers on this Twitch channel, if we all like met up one day.
That could be hilarious.
Oh, could you imagine? Hilarious is the word I would pick. Like,
IRL
that would be
podcast.
yeah.
I'm telling you right now. Anywhere I go, I usually bring like half a pack of joints with me. So like, apologize and a forewarning. Like, I'm gonna be baked in my face.
but there's going to be some of my viewers, though, Alpha, that will join you on that as well. So you won't actually be alone. Dude, could you imagine, like, the... Go on.
I was gonna say, me in crowds, like, especially with new people in crowds. Oh, buddy.
For me, it's the fact that we have that much kind of sometimes cutthroat banter, whether it in Discord or whether it in chat. Could you imagine us all face to face? We could actually hurt
The energy
legends.
From me. Yeah, we could actually like hit legends.
Ah.
Yeah.
We all gang up on Legends.
The energy from me, I would act so different than I do in Discord and stream because I have no filter in Discord and stream, but in real life, I'm so worried about hurting people's feelings. It's insane. It doesn't match my name on anything at all.
I'm the same. Even I'm afraid of hurting people even online because I know that I can't apologize for my behavior.
I just think even if, say, if we all did meet, I think it'd, for me, kind of, because it's all stemmed from everyone coming to see me and watch my stream and see other people because of my stream. It's, oh my God, if we ever met, like, holy shit, that would blow my mind. Like, for example, Liam has met you'll probably know Liam from chat, has met Joe, my best mate, which blew my fucking brains. Like, people that would have never have met if it weren't for my Twitch channel. I'm sure there was another case where someone had met, and it just, it's overwhelming. If anything, if any of you were to meet each other or whatnot, it's weird. It's really weird. Like, it'd be so surreal if we all met.
Me,
What's hilarious
would
is
be,
if we all went out. Oh, I'm sorry, Link.
But for me, it would before could be more like 3 or 4 years when I have my own stable income, so I could travel on my own. And then I would go to you when I'm on my own. Okay, I will meet up with you. I promise.
That's true, Chloe. You did meet Joffrey. It's just, it blows my mind. Like, the fact people have made friends just because I'm like, haha, I stream and I scream over shiny, different coloured monsters. And people have made true friendships from me screaming and getting bollocked by Beth telling me to shut up. People have made friends because of that shit. Like, I can't get over that fact. It's bizarre. As cliche as it sounds, it's one reason why I keep going.
Alpha, what are you gonna do?
Can we get a clip chat? Can we get a clip chat? Blah.
Please don't clip it.
And if you fail the clip, it's all right. You'll get it off YouTube. So it's all good.
I mean, Alpha, what are you going
YouTube?
Alpha, what are you supposed to say?
I'm trying to get it.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Adam Mayo, the hero of the day, with the clip. With the clip.
Let's
Beautiful. Love it.
go.
And
Love it.
Alpha,
Extra content. I love to see it.
What were you going to say?
Yeah, Alpha, what was you going to say before? His brain's probably melted. Oh.
Fucking ADD. Honestly, man, I kind of zoned for a moment. I kind of lost my train of thought. I let the brain take over there for a minute, and I was just off in the void.
But what I do want to say, to wrap it all up, it's been actually kind of easy doing this podcast. I've had a laugh with it. It's wasn't as nerve-wracking as I thought. I was actually really scared of doing it, FYI, YouTube, because I don't like talking to the camera, and everyone knows this. But it was actually all right. So we'll be doing it again next week. Different topics, different things to talk about. More than likely, most of it will be Pokemon, because we are a Pokemon community over on Twitch. But everyone in chat and everyone within the community, me and my family are forever grateful that you show up, you're nice to everyone, you're nice to me, you show everyone so much love, and there's no words to say. I'm flabbergasted in a way, but thanks, really, for being you, and don't stop being you. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you all next week. These guys are going to say bye.
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 See you guys.
Bye.
And we'll see you all next time. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.